All right. We are up and running. I'm excited. Listen, we got 7 days. 7 days until your chance to be part of the course, the weight loss course, is gone. Because class starts August 15th. And so I'm going to tell y'all 7 days. That's it. Now, I'm starting out with this because there have been a bunch of you who said, oh, I can't wait. I want to work with you. I want to be part of your. And I've said, the course is coming. The course is coming. The course is coming. And I've been saying it for a long time. And I know some of you are like, when is the course coming? It's here. It's here. It's time. So for those of y'all who've been like, y'all been watching my videos and reading my posts for ages, you get the emails, you're looking at everything, and you're going, oh, I can't wait until is now. It's now. It's time to go ahead and sign up. I'm going to put the link. I'll go back to this at the end, but I'm going to put this link in here. This is where you go. You want to learn more about the course. You want to learn about weight loss for Black professionals. You want to learn about the only course out there specifically to meet your needs in weight loss, permanent weight loss. This is it. This is how you find it. Oh, sorry, my Insta people. I need to put this in here for you too. Let me see if I got it. There it is. Okay. So there you go. There's that. Now, that's not really why I want to do this live. I want to do this live because I want to share something with you all. I went through my own personal weight loss journey more than 15 years ago. And so for a lot of you who've been following me, who know me personally, who've been in my life or have watched, as I've raised these kids into teenagers, a lot of you don't know me in my old form, in my heavier body. And I think some of you are of the impression that I've always looked like I look right now. And I think some of you think that there is no struggle, that I don't understand the challenge, that I'm past all that and I kind of got it all figured out, but you're in the midst of it and, I don't really get it. So let me share a story about the other day. I will tell you, things are very different for me now than they were 15 years ago, but there are times, there are things, and I want to share this story so that you understand that even though the struggles have changed and a lot of things have gotten easier, there is no perfect. There's no perfect. And managing your brain, managing your thinking is a lifelong effort. And it is so helpful in the struggle because there's no life without struggle. This is not heaven. This is our life here in human form. And there is struggle in being human. So let me tell you this story. I went last week. I was, racing through my work week. I was supposed to go to a conference. I was on call Wednesday night, worked all night. I was supposed to go to jump on a flight Thursday morning after working at the hospital and go to a conference that it really got pushed off 2 years because of COVID. So it was supposed to be a 2020 conference. Now 2022, here we go to the conference. My husband and the younger kids left on Wednesday morning, drove down to Orlando, and I was supposed to jump on a plane Thursday morning after I got out of the hospital and join them. However, when my oldest daughter decided she wanted to go, and we homeschooled our 4 kids for the duration. My oldest is 15, going into 10th grade, and she said this year she wants to go to public school. And there's a whole story behind that. Talk about that another time. But ultimately, that's fine. That's what she decided to do. But school started Wednesday. So for the first couple of days of school, we wanted her to make sure she got a good start. And so I stayed back. So all that being said, is Friday, after she was done with her school day. I picked her up, raced down to the airport. So for that week, I had been up at night doing probably too much caffeine. I went to a coffee shop for a meeting that morning. I kid you not, I bought a cookie. I didn't eat it all at once, but I bought a cookie probably the size of my head. It was ridiculous. Beautiful cookie. And then I picked up Impossible Whoppers on the way to the airport because we had 0 time to get to this flight. And so burgers, fast food, fries. Okay, get to the conference and ordering out. There's, we're not really cooking. We're at the hotel. There's some space to cook, but it was a quick turnaround and I wasn't there to grocery shop. He had done a good job, but nothing for dinner. So we're eating out. So multiple eating out opportunities. And then, racing and running around to the conference and trying to get the kids back and forth to their classes and our classes. And it was a fantastic worship experience. It was this international conference of our churches, and it was great. But eating pretty much junk for the most part. So I get in and off on the back of a crazy weekend at work and not really doing all the right things and not keeping up on my water and not, exercising, but probably not as much as I wanted to, and definitely not sleeping enough, and definitely not cooking much. So can you lose weight and do all those things? For sure. But I've learned what works for me. And what I know is that when I live like that, it may not necessarily be about a bunch of weight gain, but definitely a lot of bloat, a lot of swelling, and just not feeling good, and more fatigued, and feeling real heavy in my stomach. And I woke up on Saturday at the conference and I just hated what I was seeing in the mirror. I hated what my body was looking like. And I was like, tempted to get back into all of the old thinking about how bad I felt things looked like. I had to get a handle on it, and I'm sick of it, and I just need to deal with this. And I realized, I was like, oh, some of that old thinking is still there. It's just still rolling around in the back of my brain. The difference now is what I do with it. So a lot of you think that you'll get to a place in your weight loss journey where you will just get a handle on everything and everything you'll fix it. Or you'll get to the place where you lose all of the weight and everything will be fine. Like you'll get it right. And then it'll be easy. From there on, you'll just roll on with your life, and it won't be any kind of struggle, and there won't be any kind of ugly self-talk or criticism or negativity. So let me tell you what would have happened in the past. When I looked in the mirror, and remember, like there's hormonal shifts and changes, and your body doesn't look the same. Unless you're in menopause, then you're probably fairly consistent. But if you're not, if you're premenopausal, especially in the 40s, a lot of times you can eat like one thing that's processed or super high carb or whatever, and and all of a sudden your belly looks totally different from one day to the next. It just is. Okay, but if that thing takes you off the deep end, oh my gosh, the cascade. Let me tell you what would have happened in the past. So what I would have done in the past, when I started hearing that kind of noise out of my brain, I would have been like, you know what? I'm so over it. I'm tired of this. I'm frustrated. I'm doing everything I can. I'm working hard. And I would have gone like, forget it. Just forget it. And I would have probably gone down to the hotel lobby where they had muffins and donuts and all that kind of stuff. And just been like, I'll just take one of those. Maybe I'll take two of those and just been like, whatever. I'll deal with this another time. I don't even want to care right now. And you do care. You say I don't care, but you do care. But you're just like, I don't know how to fix it, so forget it. So I would have had a donut or a muffin or two and just been like, whatever. And it was so interesting how the negativity started to spread. When I started thinking ugly things about my body, so for some of you recognize this is new, this whole new hairstyle. I got these twists put in the other day. And I started thinking, I don't know if this was a good idea. Maybe it's, I don't know if I like it. Maybe I'm too light to wear a twist. Maybe this was stupid. Maybe I'm trying to look younger than I am. I don't know if this is even a good idea. I just on and on and on and on, right? But the funny thing was, because I have learned that what I think affects what I do, and that what I do gets the results I want or don't want, which is the whole premise behind coaching, I get to decide, what am I going to do about what's going on in my brain? So in the past, it would have been a donut, a muffin, forget it, throw the whole thing out the window, eat whatever for a day or two or 5 or whatever, and just trash the whole thing and then have to deal with the fallout later. So here's what I did. I went ahead and had my quiet time. I read my Bible, I prayed, which is my normal routine. Okay, started working on my brain. Then I went ahead and pulled up my little app, did a quick strength class. I need this. I need to get connected back into feeling something positive about my body. I did that. I went and sat outside in the sun for a few minutes. Getting outside for me is good for my mental space, for my stress, all kinds of things. I got out there, outside, got into the sun. And I made some decisions from that space. After I had worked on my brain, I meditated, I decided what I was going to be thinking, I decided what I was going to do. Instead of just letting my brain take me wherever it wanted to take me, I decided. And it didn't go haywire. I didn't go crazy. I didn't veer off track. I stayed where I needed to stay. And that is the difference between where I am now and where I was 15 years ago. Because 15 years ago, I'd have thrown up my hands and been like, I don't even know what the problem is. And I don't even know what to do. And I'm just going to deal and just move on, like let it go. And now I'm like, no, I know what to do. I know what I need. I know that sometimes the way I feel should not run the decisions I make. And so I will decide differently and come from a different place to make the decision that serves me to stay where I need to stay. And I wanted to tell you that story because if you feel like I'm so frustrated and forget it, it's okay that you feel that. And there's a way for that not to be in charge of you. So, having said that, if it sounds like, oh, that's really cool, that's great for you, I have no idea how I'm supposed to do that for myself. When I get in that funk, I get in that place, I don't know what I'm supposed to do to fix this. But that's okay. Because you don't have to know. What you have to do is get help. And what you need is expert help from someone who's been there, who's done this work, and can distill it into a way that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to try to figure it out from the very beginning all by yourself. You just don't. So, what I want you to do, if you are ready, is join me in the course. We start August 15th. This is the only one I'm running this fall. I'm not going to be doing another class back to back. Like this is not, we're going to do it in August and do it again in September. Nope, we're not going to do that. And I want you to get in while you can. We got 7 days before we start. And once the class closes, the class closes. I'm going to take care of the people in the class as a group, not everybody signing up kind of willy-nilly. However, we're together. I'm helping live in this class. So if you've been watching, if you've been part of this, reading my blog, looking at YouTube, following my posts on Insta, whatever you've been doing, watching my work, and you've been wanting to work with me, now's your chance. This is your chance for the fall. This is it. So if you're interested, if you wanted to be part of the class, if you're like, oh, I just missed the webinar, but I didn't, whoops, it's okay. You got a couple more days. Click that link, go read more about the course. And if you're interested, there's ways for you in that link to sign up so we can work together. I want to see you there. I want to get you the help you need. You do not have to let your brain take you to all kinds of places you don't want to go when your goal is to get this weight off in a way that's sustainable and permanent. And with the kind of support from a coach who knows what you're dealing with. This is not, everything isn't going to work for everybody, but there's not a lot out there that's designed to help Black women get what they need. And so I created it because I needed it and I wish I had it. And so it's my passion and my joy to help us get what we need. And so if that is what you're looking for, I'm not talking about it. Don't hear me wrong. You're not going to find, oh, do this diet, do this exercise. That's not what this is. Watch some of my stuff if you want to know. I'm not going to tell you. I will help you craft. I will help you individualize, but I'm not going to tell you this is the only diet, this is the only exercise, that doesn't work. We've done the diets, we've done the programs, we've done all that. We know that doesn't work. So let's do what does work. I want you to come, click on this link, join me in the course. I will come back. I'll see y'all soon. But for now, I just wanted to encourage you with a little story. Okay? So I hope you all are feeling better about whatever you went through. If you got off track over the weekend or things went sideways last week, and some of us just started, a whole new school year, and some of us are preparing for school year and it's chaos and mayhem. It's okay. It is the perfect time to get this done for yourself. It absolutely is. So if you're interested in working with me, this is your chance for the fall. Click on that link and come be part of my class. I will see you in Weight Loss for Black Professionals. Bye, y'all.